Across the dusk of a dry savanna, firelight flickers on the faces of our earliest ancestors. Guided by the stars over the Great Rift Valley, they walked the earth. From Africa, the human story spread, carried by cooperation, language, and the sharp edge of a tool. But soon a revolution would anchor our feet to the soil. In the fertile floodplains of the Tigris, Euphrates, and Nile, cities rose from the earth. With them came writing, law, and money, the systems that turned strangers into neighbors. Empires like Achaemenid Persia, Rome, and Han China stretched their rule across vast territories. But force alone cannot hold an empire together. A shared purpose is needed. In the East, Confucianism shaped society, while Buddhism and Hinduism offered meaning beyond the material world. In the West, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam wove stories of covenant, redemption, and one God, binding distant peoples with a common faith long after rulers fell. Their stories traveled with trade. Along the Silk Roads and across the Indian Ocean, a great network pulsed with life. Goods, ideas, and diseases flowed in a constant, invisible tide. The chime of camel bells and the creak of wet decks marked the passage of time, as paper and gunpowder moved alongside spices and plagues. These ancient roots are the blueprint for our own global supply chains. But a new horizon was dawning. The vast oceans, once barriers, became highways. Navigators, guided by ancient star lore, stitched the continents together, linking the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian into a single interconnected world system. This new global network remade the world. The Columbian Exchange reshaped entire ecosystems and diets, while the Atlantic slave trade tore millions from their homes, a deep and lasting wound. What the maps called profit, countless families felt as rupture. The oceans connected humanity, but they also carried conquest. And soon, something else would travel the waves, moving even faster than ships. New philosophies of science and human rights ignited minds, and a revolutionary fire began to spread. From the United States to France and Haiti, cries for liberty and citizenship echoed across the globe, and the old order began to tremble. The Industrial Revolution, powered by steam and coal, accelerated everything. It forged new empires and sharpened borders, packing cities and widening the gap between nations. 2 world wars shattered old certainties, and a wave of decolonization raised new flags even as a Cold War divided the map. Today, digital networks bind us more tightly than any ship's sail or caravan trail ever could. Yet the ancient patterns remain: migration, exchange, the search for belief, the struggle for power. The story of our interconnected world is not over. It is a project we are all still writing, every single day.